That's my understanding. Most people get married immature. Why? Because
So if you're married, so how do you know that? How do you know that you're ready? Hi everybody, welcome to Mike and Christelle podcast, where family meets faith and fun.
How do you know it's the right time to get married?
Are you ready to get married? How do you know?
How do you know you are ready to get married?
Remember to subscribe
Yes.
and click the notification bell so you know when we post a new episode, and follow us everywhere.
Social media, Instagram,
Not everywhere.
Facebook, not everywhere. Yeah, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, wherever you are consuming the content. Please subscribe. Babe, I have a theory. I feel like people get married for different reasons, but there are two ways that I can advise or I can suggest to know that you are ready to get married. And the first one is when you are ready to share. When you're ready to share.
What do you mean when you're ready to share?
Good
Share
question.
what?
Good question. I think most people get married when they need something, when they want to receive something. For example, when they need someone to get them out of loneliness, then they get married. Or financial support, someone to come and help financially.
Yeah.
Or sex. You know, they need sex, so they get married. Good reason. It's not a bad reason. But all those reasons are reasons to receive. Like they are, you want something, you long for something, you get married. I don't think that's how you know you are ready to get married. I think you are ready to get married when you are ready to give. When you know you have matured enough, you need someone in your space to share your love, to share your care, to share, even sexually speaking, you are ready to give pleasure to someone, not necessarily to receive. Then you are ready. You are ready. You know, I'm talking about when do I know I am ready?
Yeah.
I think I will know I'm ready when I'm ready
to share.
to meet a need.
Yeah.
To give, to share what I have with someone. That's my understanding. Most people get married immature. Why? Because
So if you're married, so how do you know that? How do you know that you're ready to share?
Yes, and that's what I was going to say, that most people get married immature in the sense where people get married when they want to receive. That is a childish attitude. A child is always in need. And I'm not saying that when you get married you don't need something. You do. But you are ready to get married when your mind is ready to give, not when you are full of need. Not when you all you can think of is what you are going to get out of it.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy this life with someone, the life I'm enjoying. I want someone to come and enjoy with me.
That's a little bit like sharing, though. The enjoy part.
Yes, that is sharing. That is not receiving. It's someone you want to give to what you are already doing. You want to do it with someone. You see, it's bringing a partner, bring someone to walk with. Its maturity than, I'm bored, I need someone to get me out of loneliness. I need someone. I'm broke. You know, I want someone to pay my bills. No, I don't think you are ready to get married. You are ready to get married when you have a job, but you want someone to come home and do that life with you. My first point is I know I'm ready to get married when I have something to share, not when I need something.
I like that. Marriages, they break down because they
Because people come to receive.
Yeah.
People come to receive. And when you don't get what you came to receive, sorry, I interrupted you, but
So yeah, I agree, because if you really want to share with someone, if you want to give to someone,
yes.
I think you will want to find out what they would like.
Need,
like
exactly.
What their needs
Exactly.
is, so you can give them.
You are constantly trying to give.
I
You
like
are
that.
constantly trying to give. Just imagine two people coming in a relationship like that. Everyone is trying to give, is looking for opportunities to give, is looking for opportunities to make happy, to please.
Yeah.
Just imagine that marriage. And I think this is why we are getting so many breakdowns in marriages, because people get married to receive. The only thing I appreciate with old traditional marriages,
the dinosaurs.
yeah,
one?
you call them whatever you want, but the
30,000
old one,
years
long
old.
time ago,
Yeah.
people were getting married to give. Like,
Really?
yes.
Some people were not even.
No, I'm not talking about abuse. Don't get me
Some
wrong.
people
I'm
did not
talking-
even have a choice in getting married. They were born knowing that.
You are
that's
even you are
that's their
supporting
job.
you are supporting my argument.
No,
You're
I'm not.
Listen, babe. If you are getting married without a choice, that means you are not going to get anything. You're going to give.
That's horrible, though.
It is horrible, but you see, it was
Like you-
successful.
like, let's say
Marriages,
you-
people were
some-
staying married.
But they were suffering. Like
Okay.
at 14 years old,
And,
you were.
I'm not trying to say that it's okay to force people into relationships.
Yeah.
That's not the point I'm trying to make.
I think
The point I'm
choice
making
part
is you can still choose, but people were entering relationships without any idea of getting out of it. It was, I'm into this to please this man, to provide for this woman. You know, that was the idea. Like boys were trained to provide. They were trained to give. Women, girls were trained to serve. And I'm sorry, I don't expect you to be my servant. But you see, my point is,
I see your point.
people were trained to go into a relationship, into marriage, to give. Like you're going there to serve or to provide.
On that side of the
traditional
spectrum or whatever
thing.
that is,
Yeah, this
I am
traditional.
happy with that. I like that. I'm very, very. How can I say? I'm a little bit don't
Skeptic.
let me say my thing.
Yes.
I'm a little bit skeptic, or I'm not, because back in time there was a lot of stuff that I think marriage they did not represent marriage well. But we're talking about that side. If we're
Yes,
talking about
there
that
is a
side,
good side of it.
That's
Yes.
a
Yes,
good
I
side.
agree,
People
I agree.
were married knowing that this is it.
Yes.
I am gonna make this work.
Yes.
Yeah.
No matter what, everybody came into a relationship to give. At least at
Maybe they didn't know exactly what it was, because I'm
yes,
not sure.
I'm looking at it from today's perspective, eyes, and I say that was working. Not everything was perfect. I'm not saying that.
No. But
Now,
that was important.
Something positive in relationships. Yeah, to come to give. You come in a relationship to give. But the second point, you might be ready for marriage. You might be that person who, I'm ready to give. I have love to give. I want to share my money. I want to share my space. I want to share my body. I want to share my
cats and
everything. Yes, not cat, I want to share. But the challenge now is, how do we get the right person to share with? You know you are ready to get married when you find the right person.
So
you might
what
be
you're
the
saying.
yes.
What we're saying is, first of all, you need to be ready to want to share your
Yes,
life or
yes,
whatever you have with
yes,
someone.
yes.
So you're ready to give them. You're ready to
Yes.
find out what their need is. You know how you can look after whatever.
That is
However
the
you
first
wanna call
condition.
them,
That
call
is the
it.
first way to know.
And then the second part is, you have now to find out
The right person, the other
the
side.
right person.
Yes.
Okay.
If
cool.
you haven't found the right person, you are not yet ready to get married.
So-
it doesn't matter how ready you are.
What is it?
You
that's
need
gonna-
to find the right person before you get married.
Okay, let's find the right person now.
You know the right person through compatibilities. You need to be compatible. You know, any other kind of love, the love that you preach at church, which is agape love, is unconditional. You give it to everybody. You don't expect anything. You love your neighbor. you love the person on the street, you love even your enemies. The Bible says we should.
Yeah.
So agape love is unconditional. You give to everybody. But romantic love is not unconditional. Romantic love expects something. You don't give it to everybody. You give it to a specific person who meets a specific criteria.
Good. But when you say that, though, it feels like we're going back to when you say it's unconditional. That means you're expecting something. If you want to share,
no.
Don't get me wrong. Why are you expecting something back?
Don't get me wrong. Okay. When I'm ready to share, I'm not saying that I don't need anything.
I'm so ready to share. Anybody.
That's a good point.
Anybody come, I'm going to love you.
No.
I'm going to give you everything.
Once you are ready to share, the second part is to find the person who is the right person to receive what you're about to share.
Okay, cool.
Find the right person for you to give to. You don't just start giving your romantic love. No. You need to find the right person to give to. That's what I mean by someone who is compatible to you. So someone who will receive it. You might have good stuff to give. You may be ready to marry. You are educated or you are not, or you are working, or like you can have all you think is necessary to make a woman or a husband happy. And they are not going to be happy because they were wrong people. You are giving what you have to a wrong person. So romantic love is conditional and should be conditional. You don't give your romantic love to everybody. Romantic love should be conditional. You have to find the right person. So how do you find the right person? How do you know this person is the right person for me? There are certain criteria that we need to consider. Let's talk about it. Okay, I will start with some ideas that people may find, that you may even find old school. I still believe your parent needs to approve your relationship.
When you say approve, what do you mean? Because old school is a little bit more extreme.
Yes.
Like you have to like ask them first, or
somehow,
I don't know.
yes. I think so.
I'm not saying asking
so,
is bad. I'm just saying that old school is very, very extreme. It's very.
I think, babe. I
feel like old school is very extreme in a sense where you won't even be able to kind of love them first before you've.
No, not that kind of approval. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about. You need the blessings of your parent before you get married to someone. At least a consent.
Okay.
Yes. So you need. It's one of the way to know that it's a will of God.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
I don't think your parents should be the one to choose a spouse for you. I'm not advocating for that.
Yes, good.
But I believe once you have found someone, your parents should tick. And by parent, I mean any authority figure in your life that has a say, a last word in your life. It doesn't need to be your biological parent, because some people don't have a good relationship with their parents, or some parents some parents
have parents anymore.
Or some parents are not responsible, they've left them or something like that. So we understand those complications.
So definitely you need to have someone in
your life who
speaks in your life, who's like an authority figure, someone
who can speak in your life, who can say, I think that is a good boy, I think that is a good girl. An authority figure who can look at things from a different perspective and tell you, I bless this. That is one thing. I think not only your parents, but I will add even your spiritual leaders, like someone who is mature spiritually, who can pray about it and help you to understand. We've gone too far where we don't involve people anymore in our choices. I think it's important to
there are people that are supposed to. There are you have to involve the right people in especially something like marriage, because you need people to help you.
You know you are ready when those authorities in your life are kind of blessing.
They have peace
And I
with them.
want to be careful here. I'm not saying they should be the one choosing for you. That's the different thing. If that's what you want, that's fine with you. But what I'm saying is, once you have picked someone, I advocate people to choose for themselves. That's what I believe. You should be able to choose your own spouse. You need to be responsible for that decision. It has to be your decision to choose. But you need also to involve authorities in your process to bless the relationship. Another thing I want to add on top of it is character compatibility. Like you need to look at your behaviors and the things that you do. Some personalities, some temperaments are incompatible. Yeah, some people can't live together.
Which ones are those, for example?
Character, I see character as habit, behaviors, things that people learned or do because of habit. That's their character. I think the way they were brought up, so many things can influence your character.
Yeah.
Some people have bad character. Some people have good character, depending on how they were brought up. But personality, I don't think there is good or bad personality or temperament. I think people are just who they are. So you need to look at people's character and see, this behavior is something I want to bring home. Is this kind of life? Some characters don't just change unless God intervenes. But some people, that's how they were brought up in their home. That's who they are. They never change. So you need to check if there is any incompatibility in character, in their behavior, in what they do. That is important. Another one is men, we tend to value a lot, which is physical compatibility. Is the person attractive? Is the person attractive to me? I think it's something to consider. If the person is attractive, yes. If he's not, pray about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can speak on for women.
Well, I think that person needs to be attractive to them, but I don't feel like it's a deal breaker to me.
Yeah.
I really feel like
it is a deal breaker to me because of how beautiful you are. It is still a deal breaker. Yes, babe. Deal breaker.
So what I'm saying is, I think it's important. It's important though. Like someone that you have to be attracted to that person because you're gonna live with that person for a long time.
Yes.
For a long time.
Forever.
Forever.
For the rest of your life, you're going to live that one. You're going to see that person in front of you almost every day.
Yeah.
In different shapes and
But when I
forms.
say it's not a deal breaker, I maybe
That's
maybe
just your perspective.
Maybe it's because of how beauty and the way
the culture has emphasized that
the
beauty
culture
is
has
everything.
made it as even the standard of beauty have gone really, I don't know, this confusing.
No, at least the person has to be beautiful to you.
Yes.
I mean, not according to the media,
exactly.
but to you, the person has to look beautiful. For me, you are really, really, really beautiful to me. I don't care what the people say out there. For me, you are my Miss Universe. Like you mean the world to me, to my eyes at least. I can see beauty. So physical compatibility is important. Do you feel like you are attracted to the person? The next one I believe that need to be checked is spiritual compatibility. Make sure you don't go for someone who does not believe what you believe.
To me, that is
faith is a deal breaker. Faith is a deal breaker. It is important to consider faith in your process of choosing a spouse. Very important. Very important. And the last one I would mention is values compatibility. Faith can be your value. It's just the things that you prioritize.
Some values could be, maybe some people value family, like the family where they come from.
Yes, some people value tradition. Some people value tradition. They are into their tradition, their culture. They value their culture. They eat their food, the cultural food. They dress stuff from their like. Some people are into those things a lot. You need to know what they value before you get involved with them. We are living in a generation where we activism has become a thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's a big deal.
Like,
that's a, yeah.
Is it climate change they value? Is it race?
There's so many.
What are they like? Some people can't sleep. You will see on social media they are just fighting for something or against something. Those are values. You need to know what people value before you get involved with them romantically, because those are deal breakers. So once you've put all that together, if you've ticked at least 70% of these things, then you found the right person to marry. Then you are ready to marry. Some people are looking for someone who ticks their boxes like 100%. I think it's selfishness. It's selfishness to expect that someone you will marry will be 100%
if
what
you
you're looking
expect
for.
100%, that means you are 100%.
Exactly.
And
because as I'm looking, you are also looking. And when I find you, I think I'm finding 100%. You also think you're finding 100%. Just to realize I was not 100%, you are not 100%, and then we bring our imperfections together. But at the same time, don't go for less. Find the person who ticks the most boxes, at least over 60%, 70%. That's what I would say. Because you can live with 20, 30% of imperfections, or not imperfections, let's say differences, because we are all imperfect. You can live with 30% of differences, the things that I can't change that. But living with 60 is hard. Yeah. It's hard to live with 60% of, you are tolerating 60%, you are only enjoying 40 or 30 is hard. So as you are choosing someone to marry, find someone who is at least 70% of what you are looking for.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope you had a good time, because we surely did.
We enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Mike and Christelle Podcast.
See you next time. Bye.